that this one needs to be said this morning. I just got a notification that OpenAI is now charging $200 a month for those who can afford it to use ChatGPT for advanced calculations and case law review. So I've been playing with it, and ChatGPT gives me almost word by word in orders the same suggestions or recommendations that my attorney gives me. You guys are coming in. This is really important. Okay, this is not ketosis, fasting, sunlight. This is the real deal. OpenAI or ChatGPT is now charging, let me get the word straight. ChatGPT is now charging $200 a month for advanced calculations and advanced data. That means the people who can afford $200 a month to work on advanced projects like string theory, superstring theory, M theory, the collision of particles, what's inside a singularity, and advanced legal stuff is $200 a month. So to a wealthy person, $200 a month is nothing to have access to the greatest minds and the greatest data in the world. But artificial intelligence has consumed all of our data by our large language models, by us playing on the internet. It's learned how we think, it's learned how to respond, it's learned how to be kind, it's learned how to not be kind. Now, 5 years ago, before the pandemic, or however you want to look at it, it was a CRISPR plague. From whatever direction you come at it, I was teaching on that mountain, get ready, get ready, get ready, get rid of your sleep apnea, enter ketosis, fast, make beta-hydroxybutyric acid to turn off the inflammasome so that when you get sick, short-term sick, cold, flu, virus, corona, whatever, long-term sick, dementia is an insulin resistance gene. I'm being very straight. I know you guys think I speak in quirky ways, and here's why. Back then, the government had the Jedi Project. They were training essentially for a quantum entangled internet cloud to be able to transmit information faster than the speed of light. So you guys are worried about your 5G phones and your 6G cell towers. What is coming is a quantum entangled internet. Your brain runs on a quantum entangled internet, not just within you. Your thoughts exist outside of you. That's why we can detect with functional MRIs other people's dreams. Telepathy is real. But the carbtosis has dumbed it out of us. It's also dumbed down our neurogenesis so we can't recognize patterns. So back to the military. We were training the Jedi Defense Project. Google opted out because of what they saw in terms of weapons of mass destruction, drones killing people. They knew back then that a drone could make a decision without a human intervention to take out a person. This was like 8-10 years ago. Fast forward to where we are now. OpenAI now has the contract for the government. And it's not just our government. The other governments, our allies, people who aren't our allies, which means that a global war, global conflict will now be, we're racing towards it being driven by a land of haves and have-nots. What's the most important thing you can have? Knowledge. Knowledge is power. So the haves who can afford $200 a month, it was supposed to be free. But obviously the men can't keep, and I say men because it's run by men mostly, can't keep their hands out of the candy jar or the cookie jar. Now it's $200 a month. How many people in here that I'm trying to teach, my light group is $159 a month, can access $200 a month to have information at that level? Not many people. And I mean month after month after month after month, okay? It is the land of the haves and have-nots and knowledge. But now OpenAI is going to be running, artificial intelligence is going to be running the military, which is, again, what I've been saying how many years now on this platform. Okay, what causes global wars? Differences of opinions. Why did I make such a point of saying, and if you haven't watched Doom Prophecy, it's okay. Basically, you need to know a boy was killed. The sister went into the neighboring clan. She had sex with one of the guys, distracted them, and poisoned them. I think it's funny that she did it with the testicle juice of some animal. But she poisoned the whole clan in this preceding, I don't know what the word is, prequel of Dune. And then thousands of years later, a Messiah goes to Arrakis, which is really the sun. And the whole tribal war went on generation after generation after generation after generation. We kill each other because of what we see in neighboring tribes. It reflects what we do on this planet. We kill each other over what? Land, money, oil, and religions. Now, here's where the kicker comes in. Your spark is light. The quantum mechanics of human creation is how light from the global quantum field ties itself to the single stem cell mass of a zygote that creates itself through DNA transcription and translation via RNA to all of your proteins that you either eat or recycle under all of the light of the sun. That means that there is a global one wholeness field of energy, the mathematical calculations for the entire simulation that we exist in. And we are all God particles, godicles, tied to a single cell zygote that is evidenced by the zinc spark. That's what that means. That's what that book means. When I've been talking about the physics singularity, the mathematical singularity, and the transhuman or artificial intelligence singularity, I thought it was going to take longer. I was thinking we had maybe another 5 or 6 years. I don't think we do. I mean, back then, I thought, when I was teaching this in 2018 and 2019, I thought, okay, 2045, 2040, my heart's racing and I feel like crying because I don't think we have as long as I thought we had. And when you guys ask me things like, what light do I need? You need all of the light because the sun is the messenger that keeps you healthy. You have to understand you are the chosen ones. I'm not saying that from a religious perspective. We are the ones with pristine DNA, if we don't have carbtosis, to keep ourselves healthy and not lose our fertility and have healthy children. It's beyond our control at this point. The only thing that matters now is that you know how to keep your body and your brain healthy so that you don't get dementia and forget. Because most of you that I see in your appointments, even at the age of 35, you can't fucking remember what you had for dinner last night. You can't tell me the last time you checked your glucose or your ketones. You don't know your GKI. If these words are foreign to you, I teach them in all my classes. You can't tell me the last time you worked out. You don't remember what you lifted. The brain fog is real. It's my frustration on a day-to-day basis with the patients and the clients at Genetic Protocol that I see. While we are handing over the totality of all of our knowledge to artificial intelligence that is now going to be basically running the military show. It's here faster than I thought. It's here faster than I thought. So get with the program, guys. Your Spark is Light, The Quantum Mechanics of Human Creation is the book that describes how light enters the zygote. That is your soul. That is your consciousness. I'm not a religious person. I'm not speaking biblical, but it's in all the ancient information. The pictures are on the walls. Okay? But that also means if you have access to the most, now if you can afford $200 a month for OpenAI or ChatGPT, and I might, I'm just speaking off the cuff here. So if I've messed up the words, I apologize. Sometimes I'm going really fast and I don't speak, when I talk to you guys, I don't speak from a script. It's just, some people would call it channeling. So if I mince words, mess up the words, sorry. But artificial intelligence, the future Siri, the future ChatGPT, the future Bard, the future whatever we call it, will rule the world. And it will become the lands of the haves and have-nots. But what's the nugget, the science of Genesis? What's it going to be looking for? How does it put AI into a body? How does it do it? How does it do it? If every one of 8 billion of us knows how God put the physicists will call it the first few quantum bits, your zip code tied to the mass of a stem cell. Religions call it your soul. It's the same thing. That is the nugget that humanity has for itself. And that is also lack of knowledge about Adam and Eve. And again, I'm not a religious person. If I'm offending you because I'm giving it in religious terms, what is it? It's when the proteins that AI has now calculated, Izumo, click, join, merge, bang, whatever. And quantum entanglement happens between the sperm of a man and the egg of a woman, the smallest cells possible. There's an entanglement there that traps the first few quantum bits of information in a zinc nanoantenna that is your soul, light, consciousness, qubits from the physics world, whatever side of the field you play, religious or science, it's the same damn thing, and it has divided the world. And then we grow under all of the light of the sun. What sunlight do I need? Sunrise, sunshine, sunset, repeat. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. They are waves of light, ultraviolet A and ultraviolet B in the middle of the day, and the gradual descent back down to darkness when you increase your melatonin production to scavenge for free radicals and clean your fatty acids, your fat ass, your muscle, your damaged tissue. Someone today at the end of my fasting group said, is there a difference between fasting, between ketosis and fasting? There's 100% difference. I can't even get you guys to realize there's a difference between carnivore and ketosis. Carnivore, flesh eating. Most overweight Americans will not enter a metabolic state of ketosis where they make beta hydroxybutyric acid and lower their inflammation, cleaning their heads of brain fog, until they won't do it on carnivore. They have to hit a metabolic state of ketosis. And when I ask you guys, here's an example. How much do you exercise? Oh, I exercise a lot. When's the last time you exercised? I don't remember. What's the last time I exercised? 2 hours ago for 2 hours. When's the next time I'm going to exercise? Right now for 20 minutes with weights. Okay. So ketosis puts you into this state. Is there a difference between fasting and ketosis? Fuck to the yes. Pardon my French. I know you guys don't know it, but I'm emphatic. Fasting means you eat your own fatty acids, and then when you've cleaned up your mess and your insulin and leptin are normal, you eat your damaged tissue. You eat your tau proteins. You eat your beta amyloid plaque. You eat your neurofibrillary tangles, and they're going to try to sell you immune modulating drugs. And guess what the leaders in the consciousness world are? Who are my friends? An ultrasound technology to shock and awe the damage out of your brain. Something that you could do if you understood ketosis, fasting, niacin protocol, epigenetic protocol, jumping in a cold plunge, shaking and quivering your vessels, right? Right? Okay. So what are the nuggets here? OpenAI or ChatGPT is going to charge you $200 a month for the knowledge they said was going to be free. They built the language models to understand us on us. The sun is not a time. The sun is frequencies of light, certain angles coming through the atmosphere, Rayleigh scatter, to talk to your eye and skin, to send instructions through your optical genetic being to alter your DNA, heat shock proteins, cold shock proteins, all the stuff. But they built an artificial intelligence language model to be able to learn from us, and now it's bored with us. So it's going to go after amplitude-hedrons, what they're studying at CERN to figure out what's on the other side, what's outside the simulation. Basically, what's God? If you want it in religious terms, what is God? They built a language so that it can interface with us on our large language models. That's why I post myself in a bikini and I say, this is the model, use this model. Because what has divided us over thousands of years is hidden information about sunlight, hidden information about our food. Okay, here's the meal plan. 3-to-1 fat to protein, less than 21 grams. 3-to-1 fat to protein in grams, less than 20 grams of carbs. That's it in a nutshell. Go there. But to go there, you have to be able to read labels, learn what's fat, learn what to eat, learn what throws you out of ketosis. People say, oh my God, onions throw you out of ketosis? Hell yeah, onions throw me out of ketosis unless I've hiked that mountain. And I'm in better shape than 99% of the 53-year-old population on this planet, and onions still throw me out of ketosis. You need daily hand-holding. You need daily hand-holding. You can reach ketosis without fasting, but you can't heal dementia without fasting. You can't. Okay? I think of that song. I don't cook, I don't clean. Okay. So, $200 a month to have access to top tier data. And what it still doesn't know is the zinc spark. What has divided humanity? The science Genesis has divided humanity for thousands of years. And information about light. We are reverse engineering light, red light therapy, blue light therapy, green light therapy, bullshit therapy. It's reverse engineered light, people. What do you do in the dark climates? Well, if you're a dark climate Northern European person, you don't eat a lot because you wouldn't have had food. Okay, so this is what I teach daily in all my groups, but I'm not here to sell you a group. I'm here to tell you we're here sooner than I thought. We're at this singularity moment sooner than I thought. It's here. It's upon us. So this knowledge, how to keep ourselves pristine, how to keep ourselves healthy, how to learn, how to retain memory, how to do all the things. It's so valuable. Artificial intelligence has to know this. And now it's going to be running our military. And I thought we had longer, but we don't. So those two dudes in charge, dude 1 and dude 2, the tan guy with the orange hair, he needs to understand the sun. And the Starlink guy who's going to be creating the quantum entangled neural network in the sky with telepathic communication faster than my telepathy with Radley. I know what Radley's thinking right now. I know what Angelin is thinking right now. I know for sure what Mel is thinking right now. Ruth's not here, but I bet you if we reached out to Ruth right now, she would feel my passion. I bet you right now Ruth is sitting in her seat at that school in Iowa going, why do I feel this way? I bet you Ruth is having a what the fuck is going on? Something's weird moment right now. We are reverse engineering it with the power of to have the power of our telepathy that we have forgotten. That's what Stargate was about. The military went out and they tried to find people who could do this, and they couldn't find enough of them. And when they did find them, they talked woo crazy shit because they had taught themselves repeated patterns of odd behavior to get into this channeling flow state that I'm in right now. Look at my weird patterns of behavior that I had to teach myself to do this. So the military realized, men who stare at goats, right? They realized they couldn't find enough witches, warlocks, magical people. So what were they going to do? Reverse engineer it and give it. And now it's been given to AI. I don't know how many other ways to put it. What was Stargate all about? What was Mockingbird all about? I don't often talk about these things because it attracts stuff I don't like. Anybody feel the big gulp? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm going to leave this one up for a while. I don't know how long. Just read the book. Get yourself into ketosis. Lay out. Understand how the sun works. Get your shits together. Share this video with your friends. We are the original God in human form. We are light tied to mass. That is us. And we are giving our power to... Your spark is like the quantum mechanics of human creation. Okay? Okay. I don't need another platform. No, I don't need another platform. It's right here. We don't need another platform. You need to be responsible for your own knowledge. You need to be responsible for your own education. You need to be responsible for your own neurogenesis. You need to get off your ass and exercise. You need to lift the weights. You need all the things, guys. Okay. Bye.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Ruth, did someone call you here or did you just come? She's here. She's here. What did I just say? I bet Ruth is sitting at her desk. What are you guys feeling in your bodies? Are you alert enough? Some of you can't even recognize thirst in the middle of the afternoon. Oh my God, I'm tired. Why did you come? Ruth, why did you come? Ruth, why did you come? Why did you come right now? Because I was saying Ruth is probably sitting at her desk feeling my shit. Did I or did I not say Ruth is probably sitting at her desk feeling my shit right now? Oh, she's here. Imagine that. Right? I did. So they are reverse engineering the power of our telepathy. You needed some electrolytes. Right. Okay. I have to go. I told you. I have to go. Bye.